I believe I was chosen because I moved out when I was 15 from my home because I became pregnant, and I was just basically doing everything on my own. I had a second child when I was 17.
The first 3 years of high school, I was failing almost all of my classes.
Honestly, in my freshman and my sophomore year, I wasn't coming to class a lot and I was skipping.
Well, high school has definitely not been the easiest for me. There's been a lot of family obstacles to overcome as well as social.
Due to health reasons, I haven't been at school as much, and it's really made it harder on me, and my grades have fallen and gone up and fallen.
Like typical thing, like freshman and sophomore year, like you struggle, don't see like the end point, and like didn't really pay attention to school because my parents never checked my report card, so I never thought it was important.
Faced with roadblocks or academic hurdles that other peers would just jump right over, I could somewhat struggle with that.
My dad left me and my mom when I was 6 months old, and then when I was 10 years old, my mom fell and broke her neck and was paralyzed from the head down.
My dad has an alcoholism problem, and he's in and out of jail and rehab all the time. And after my freshman year, my sophomore year came around, my mom and I were living in Motel 6 because we were homeless.
And my dad, he was a student on a path for college at some point, and he got involved with the wrong scene, and that led him to be put into prison. And I didn't get to meet him until I was 12 years old.
And like I don't have my dad either, so it was difficult going from one parent to no parent at one time.
I've had a lot of medical problems myself, as well as with my family.
I've worked really hard despite some medical ailments, and I faced a lot of trials and tribulations.
As a freshman and a sophomore, I didn't really have a goal that I was working towards, and my grades declined, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
It becomes really difficult to still pursue everything you want done just because of the hardships of life that just happen.
When I dropped out, I was thinking, like, is this really my life? Like, I was working 9 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I was thinking, like, is this all I'm gonna be for the rest of my life? And then I was like, no.
I had D's and C's, and I improved to straight B's in senior year. I didn't give up, and it was really, really hard, but I did continue my studies, and hopefully in May I will be graduating with my full diploma.
My goal right now, my nearest goal, is to start Suncoast Technical College for my LPN because I want to get my RN degree, and then my end goal is to be a midwife.
I've gotten out of a very stressful home environment, and that has caused me to really focus on my grades and get everything done that I needed to get done. Now I'm ready to graduate and get on with my life.
If I didn't end up going to this school, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. I probably wouldn't have ended up really finding my drive or passion.
I completed 3 full-year math courses within a single semester, and my math teacher is one of the people who nominated me, so I thank her a lot.
I can pursue an education in biotechnology. I particularly want to work in prosthetics. I think they've been something that I've been passionate about for a long time, but more than that, I want to be able to provide for my mom and make my dad proud.
I'm striving towards going to college, which I will be the first one in my family to graduate with a master's degree because I'm going to become a nurse practitioner, and I'm just striving to help people.
I strive to go to the Georgia Film Academy so I can get closer to achieving my dream of one day writing, directing, and acting in my own production.
What really wanted me to pick this specific program was I've had instances in my life where I was in the NICU, and I wanted to give back what was given to me.
I go to school at STC for heating and air conditioning, and I want to finish that up next year too, and then I want to be an HVAC technician.
Junior year, my English teacher asked me what I wanted to do, music school for disability kids. And he looked at me and he told me that there's not a lot of people out in the world that want to do what I want to do. So he told me not to give up and don't let anyone get in my way.
One of the things that I personally did for this robot as the programmer to help eliminate driver error was I programmed a function that shoots both flags at once. So one of my teachers that was like, come on, you can do this, you can do this. Now she's like, look at where you are. You are now a straight A student and look at how far you've come.
I'm striving to be a professional photographer. Sports photography pictures because I like the action in the pictures.
I'm striving towards singing opera for people.
I'm afraid this is the last one. Meet me at the schoolhouse.
So right now I am in STC. I'm in early childhood. I just need to keep doing really good so I can have a good future.
I think I'm striving towards joining the Air Force, doing marine biology. I see myself studying sharks.
I was in the animation program for the first 3 years, and then in senior year I switched to film, and immediately things were a lot better, and I belong in this field.
Mr. Andrews had a talk with me. He was like, hey, Carmen, I can see this in you. I know you're capable of this.
I think they can see that I will accomplish great things in the future.
My ultimate goal in life is to live to the fullest and travel the world.
I decided to turn my life around because of football. I missed it. It's something I love to do, and it's like I can't be without it. I'm striving towards going to college and furthering my career in physical therapy. Somebody brings up academics, it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Now I give them something to talk about.